Hey folks, this is Dr. Kat Schreier, founder of Water Citizen Media and WaterCitizen.org, including WaterPitch.org, which is for WaterPitch, the Water Startup Matching Extravaganza, coming up May 4th through 6th, 2026. That's May 4th through 6th, 2026 at DC Water's HQO Event Center on the Anacostia, right down the street from Capitol Hill. And we have opened our call for reverse pitch presenters. So the middle day of this 3-day event is called Pitch Day. It is a full day of pitches and reverse pitches. So we're going to have 60 startups, all stages, all sectors, all solutions, all startup founder types, across 6 major themes. But we're also going to have 6 reverse pitch session. So what's a reverse pitch? That is, because of what kind of reverse pitch you are. So we have the Show Me the Money section, which is the later stage, the investors, corporate venturing, people who are looking for traction before they start putting some money in. And then we also have the earlier, pre-revenue side for people who are still looking for funds to get their startups up and running. And we also have we're going to have 2 sessions of incubators, accelerators, prizes, challenges, clusters, hubs, the ecosystems of support or entrepreneur support programs. And so for those, it's basically 5 minutes, just like the startups. You get 5 minutes to say, who you are, what do you have, what do you offer to startups, what are you looking for in terms of your cohorts or in terms of companies that you invest in, basically your thesis if you're an investor. Same thing for the accelerators, who are you for, and how do they contact you, right? Now for the voice of the customer, which is essentially a hackathon. It happens right before lunch. So we'll have 10 water sector clients in one room, and we'll have 10 other sectors. So that could be extractive industries like mining and oil and gas. It could be processing. That could be manufacturing. That could be hospitality. That could be, you name it. Anybody that uses water or impacts water and has a challenge related to that, they have the opportunity to say in 5 minutes, who you are, what you do, and what is a water challenge that you're dealing with right now. What are the drivers and constraints? Is there a deadline? Is there a regulatory requirement? Money runs out after a certain time, whatever. And then what does success look like for you? And if somebody has a solution, how do they get in touch with you? Who is it going to be their champion? How does that work for them to get in the door, right? After that, so this is right before lunch, and we don't have a luncheon speaker. What we do is say, okay, now that you've heard the reverse pitches from the clients, there's a box lunches set up on the table. Grab a box, sit down next to somebody that you want to talk to, and I swear to God, I've never seen people sit down for lunch so fast. They're sitting there, they're writing on the back of an envelope or on the back of a napkin, sketching out the solutions and setting up appointments for follow-up meetings. So it is a very exciting event. And as I said, it is 3 days. We do virtual pitch prep and practice sessions beforehand. We do performance coaches for both the pitch and reverse pitch presenters. So you get to actually practice doing your 5-minute pitch with a coach. Performance coaching. How do you really get your head out of the computer and look at the audience? We have clinics lined up, IP, marketing, etc. How to read a term sheet. And what we're planning to do this year is if we can move that up so that we have 2 hours at the end of the day before DC Water closes, we can have an invite-only session for thought leaders, policy leaders, association leaders, and others in the area to come in and see and touch and play with the startups technology in the expo. Now, second day is all pitches, and then 3rd day we leave DC Water and we go to Capitol Hill for a Washington Insiders breakfast, and then a briefing by startups, then we go to the other side of town. This is new. We're talking to the State Department, Commerce, and embassies and EU about how we can put together something for, we're calling it the Water Entrepreneurs Go Global, right? If it's a U.S. startup that wants to go abroad, or an international startup wants to come to the U.S., or if you are in the U.S. but you're manufacturing is overseas, or you outsource help or whatever, and there's some kind of tariff, or if there's concerns with visas, how are these impacting startups? How do they adjust? How do they pivot? And what are the rules of the game, right? So yes, so go ahead and get in that's very important, get your reverse pitch application in. If you go to WaterPitch.org right now, it should pop up with the call for reverse pitch presenters in this video. If you apply by the 17th and are accepted by the 30th of November, you'll be getting an interview with me for our Water Innovation Nation New Year's Celebration Virtual Summit. So as soon as everybody's done with the holidays, they're going to be watching all these videos that we're recording. It's going to be live chat the whole time, so you're going to be able to connect with people who are watching your video. And basically 6 months of promotion of every single speaker who comes to our events. Of course, we do want you to actually come to the event. Don't cancel at the last minute, please. Or send someone else on your behalf if something comes up. But so if you fit in any of those categories, the investors, the funders, the water sector clients, the other sector clients, the entrepreneur support programs from ideation to exit, please do get your application ASAP. And we look forward to seeing you next May at WaterPitch.org, WaterPitch, the Water Startup Matching Extravaganza.